On Monday, March 28, 2022, in the evening, social media space went from 0 to 100 in seconds following an SOS tweet from a Twitter user identified as Chinelo. The medical doctor traveling via the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line wrote, "I am in the train. I have been shot. Please pray for me." Those in disbelief began mocking, bullying, attacking, and cursing her with responses such as, "Are you dead now? Send us photos. Oniroshi. You get strength to press phone." However, what seemed like a joke soon became a reality after other Twitter users on the train started sharing photos of the horrific event and later confirmed that Chinelo had sadly passed away. Indeed, March 28 was a Black Monday after suspected terrorists and bandits attacked a passenger train traveling on the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line with 970 people on board. They planted explosives on the rail tracks, bombing several coaches before shooting sporadically to gain control of the train. After several hours, the DSS wing of the military was able to neutralize the criminals, but it was already too late. 8 persons were confirmed dead, 25 persons injured, and scores more were kidnapped with their whereabouts and identities unknown. In their usual fashion, the federal government and its cabinet members, down to the nation's members, began to trade blames while commiserating with victims.
Look at that. Slippers? Yeah. I think they dismantled somewhere. Somewhere else. That's why the rescue train could not So they were shooting from up there? What is up there? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We knew we needed to have digital security equipment. We told the contractors what we needed. We applied for it. And I warned that lives will be lost. Now lives are lost. 8 persons dead, 25 persons in the hospital. We don't know how many persons have been kidnapped. And the cost of that equipment is just 3 billion naira. The cost of what we've lost is more than 3 billion naira. We've lost tracks, we've lost locomotives and coaches, we've lost human beings. You know, when you come with sincerity to government and your colleagues and people are stopping you, it is annoying.
Just in the wake of Kannywood actress Rahman Sadao revealing that she and her sister were supposed to be on the attack train, save for the fact that they missed it, investigative journalist David Hundain had published a report implying that the federal government may have been aware of the planned attack but chose to do nothing about it. And this has got many asking, is the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line a death trap deliberately set in motion against innocent Nigerians?
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Even though many claims that the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line was the brainchild of ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo, its construction started under the administration of past president Goodluck Jonathan in 2011. Unfortunately, his government was unable to complete the project worth 1.457 billion naira, leading incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari to see to its completion in 2016. On July 26, 2016, while commissioning the rail line, Buhari promised to link all state and commercial centers in the country to the rail line, but so far, it has only been linking terrorists, bandits, unidentified criminals, and unscrupulous elements. Notably, the Abuja-Kaduna Highway is named the most dangerous road network, and before the commissioning of the rail line, many dreaded plying the Kaduna-Abuja Highway for fear of not getting to their destination in one piece. But once the rail line kick-started operation, workers, students, and many others were joyful that they could finally travel safely, especially when the federal government had assured them, but it was only a hoax. On March 26, 2022, all airlines cancelled flights to the Kaduna International Airport after gunmen between 12 and 200 attacked the airport, killing a security guard. The suspected terrorists laid siege on the airport for hours until the Nigerian army neutralized their operation. Knowing that there were several stranded travelers due to the airport's closure and cancelled flights, Minister of Communication Lai Mohammed went on national TV to convince everyone that the Kaduna-Abuja rail line was not only comfortable but safe.
Are once again able to travel by train. This time, in total comfort and safety. Lagos Ibadan, Abuja Kaduna.
Sadly, around 8 p.m., a passenger train with 970 on board was bombed between Rijana and Katari in Kaduna State. The attack, which suspected terrorists carried out, came to public knowledge after a medical doctor, Chinelo, who had been shot, raised the alarm on Twitter. Another user identified as Dan Musa also tweeted saying, "Please, this is an emergency. We're inside the train at the moment. Kidnappers planted explosives on the train tracks and the train engines have been ruined. We are helpless." Soon after, pictures of the gruesome incident started to make their way online. Chinelo, the young dental practitioner who was planning to leave the country for the UK for a better job and life a few days later, was also confirmed dead, with reports stating that the DSS came to their rescue. Unfortunately, subsequent news reported that 8 people were already dead, 25 injured and several others kidnapped. Families of the victims are now either looking for kidnapped relatives or identifying an injured or dead relative. Sadly, this is not the first time the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line has been attacked. On October of 2021, the train was bombed in a joint operation by Boko Haram and bandits to abduct passengers. Former Senator Shehu Sani, who was aboard the train, raised the alarm saying bandits had opened fire on them. According to him, the train nearly skidded off the track between Dutse and Rijana station, and once it was immobilized, the attackers targeted the train tank and the driver. The military gained control and neutralized them before more damage was done or lives were lost to the sporadic shooting. However, the train operation was suspended, but many Nigerian Railway Corporation blamed the attack on hoodlums, calling it an act on vandalism. While many think this was the first ever attack on the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line, reports say otherwise. In September of 2020, what will be the first attack on the rail line happened. Eyewitnesses said bandits shot at the moving train after barricading the rail tracks ahead in order to stop the train and rob passengers. The body of the train as well as some windows were shattered during the attack, but the situation was averted by some policemen who were also traveling on the train. However, the Nigerian Railway Corporation refuted attack claims by bandits, stating it was hoodlums stoning the train and not bullets that broke the windows. Is the rail line a death trap? Just like Chinelo, many others met their end while traveling via the Kaduna-Abuja Rail line. According to Kannywood Nollywood actress Rahama Sadao, she and her sister could have been victims too during the recent attack on the rail line, but they were simply lucky to have missed their train by a few minutes. While some people have blamed these sad incidents on bandits and insurgents, many others argue that Nigeria simply happened to them based on reports that these attacks could have been averted. A day before the October 2021 attack, Daily Nigeria reported that the government had intercepted communications between the bandits and Boko Haram leaders about the plan to attack the train in a particular place and time. It is said that a memo was sent to all relevant security agencies, but no measure was put in place to avert the attack. Now, speaking to reporters about the horrific recent attack, the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, explained that due to the previous attack, his ministry applied for digital security equipment worth 3 billion naira to keep passengers safe, but it was not approved, hence the reason the attack couldn't be avoided.
We knew we needed to have digital security equipment. We told the country that's what we needed. We applied for it. Because if we had those equipment, you will see anybody on that track, for Christ's sake. And I want that lives will be lost. Now lives are lost. 8 persons dead, 25 persons in the hospital. We don't know how many persons have been kidnapped. And the cost of that equipment is just 3 billion naira.
This comes as no surprise to many, following explosive reports that the federal government also had intel that terrorists were planning to attack the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abuja during the Nigeria-Ghana match to qualify for the Confederation of African Football Tournament on March 29, 2022. However, after DSS informed Buhari, he shunned the stadium completely despite promises that he would be in attendance to boost the Super Eagles' morale. Sadly, they failed to put measures in place to prevent the planned attack that did not eventually happen. With all this in mind, many have been asking that if the government is aware of these terrorist attacks and deliberately doing nothing about it, Does this mean that Kaduna-Abuja Rail line is a death trap for innocent civilians? Do you think the rail line may be a deliberate death trap for unsuspecting civilians? Do you think the government can do more to protect its citizens from such attacks?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you'd like. Click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.